So we're still on price elasticity of demand, which is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded of a product as a result of a change in price. That is price elasticity of demand. We have inelastic, we have elastic, and we have unitary. If the PED is less than 1, it is considered to be inelastic. If it is greater than 1, it is considered to be elastic, and if it is 1, it is unitary. So today we want to go into the factors that bring about an inelastic PED or elastic PED. So what are those factors? We're going to start with the first one, which is availability of substitutes. We already know what substitutes are. Substitutes are goods that we can use in place of another. So what will happen to a substitute good if the price increases or reduces? That is what we want to talk about here. So an increase in the price of a product that has substitute like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they have substitute. So a product that has a close substitute increases the choices of consumers. So an increase in price of such products in relative to others would make the demand for the product to be price elastic. So a product that has close substitutes will have a PED that is elastic because consumers can choose from different products as a result of an increase in price. So what I'm saying exactly is that if we have product A, B, C, D, E, and F in the market, these are the products in the market, and they are all substitutes. So an increase in price of one of the products will reduce the quantity demanded of such product because there are choices for consumers to make. So as soon as the price of product A increases, consumers can choose to buy product B or product C or product D, in as much as the price is not increasing as the same as product A. That makes the demand for the product to be price elastic. So any product that has close substitutes will have a PED that is greater than 1, which is elastic. However, if the demand for if a product does not have close substitutes, then the demand for it will be priced inelastic because consumers will not have any other choice than to buy. So a product with close substitutes or many substitutes will have a PED that is elastic, and a product that does not have close substitutes will have a PED that is inelastic. That is for availability of substitute. The next one is luxury and or necessity. Luxury goods are goods that our living does not depend. With or without them, we can survive. Holiday in Bahamas, a Bugatti car, a Ferrari car, these things are luxury. So with or without them, we can still survive. So that means as soon as the price of those goods increases, the quantity demanded are expected to reduce. So that makes luxury goods price elastic. And for necessities are things, are goods or resources that our living depends upon. Clothing, shelter, food, water. These things are necessities, they are basic needs. So the demand for such product will be priced inelastic, which simply means irrespective of the price, consumers will have to buy them because they are necessity. So the PED for luxury goods are priced elastic, and for necessity it is priced inelastic. The third one is the proportion of income. When we talk about the proportion of income, we're simply talking about the amount spent from the amount of a household has in relative to in proportion to what it buys as a product. So if the amount of money you spend in relative to buying a product is just little or nothing, then the demand for the product will be priced inelastic. But if the product is going to take large proportion of individual income, the demand for the product will be priced elastic. Then the next one is durability of a product. When we talk about durability, we're simply talking about longevity and how strong a product is. If a product has a long lifespan, the demand for it will be priced elastic because consumers will not be willing to change the product if the price continues to rise over time. So a product that is durable, we have a PED that is elastic. But products that are not durable, we have a PED that is inelastic. The next one is expectations as to future change in price. So this is based on speculation. If it is speculated that the price of the product will rise in the future, the demand presently will be what? Price inelastic. But if it is speculated that if it is speculated that the price of the product will fall in the future, the demand presently will be what? Price elastic. So if a product is expected to rise in price in the future, the demand for it will be priced inelastic in the current situation. And if the product is expected to fall, if the price of the product is expected to fall in the future, the price will be elastic presently. And that takes us to the time allowed. The time allowed is simply about the short run and the long run. In the short run, it is difficult in the short run, consumers might not be able to find alternative for a product. So demand for a product will be priced inelastic in the short run. But in the long run, where other factors are variable, consumers might have better alternative and better choices to make in the future. So in the future, the demand for a product will be priced elastic. So in the short run, the demand of products are expected to be inelastic in terms of price, but in the long run, they are expected to be elastic in terms of price. Then the next one is consumer behavior, brand loyalty, and effectiveness of advertisements. Consumer behavior, we could talk about addictive behavior. If consumers are addicted to certain products, the demand for the product will be priced, the PED for the product will be priced inelastic. But if there's no addiction to a product, the PED will be priced elastic. Brand loyalty. Sometimes consumers are emotionally attached to a product. And because they are emotionally attached to a product, the PED will be priced inelastic. But if consumers are not attached to a product, emotionally attached to a product, the PED will be priced elastic. An advertisement, a successful or effective advertisement might make the demand for a product to be priced inelastic. But if the advertisement is not successful, the demand for the product will be priced elastic. So these are the factors or determinants of elasticity of demand. Thank you.